Well, Brandon, congratulations. That's a heck of a game.
Thank you.
So I thought you played well at Arkansas. You felt this coming on in practice?
Yeah. So just, trying to stay consistent, just working on the jump, practicing hard, meetings with coaches and stuff, and just keeping my head high. Good things happen for you when you do that. So.
You played well against Oklahoma last year. Given where you're from, is this game a little extra meaning?
Oh, yeah, of course, just because, I'm from Oklahoma, so it's just a little more meaning to it, like you said.
What's the entire kind of trajectory of this season been like for you? I know it's had some ups and downs, but what's it been like kind of sticking with the process to get to a moment like this?
Yeah, like I said, just keeping my head high, just talking to my inner circle, just about what's going on, and not trying to get down on myself and good things happen to you.
Was that difficult at all, or I guess who did you lean on and how did you kind of, keep your head up high like you were mentioning?
Yeah, just talk to my Asian mom and stuff, and they always keep me in good spirits. So, sometimes, everybody had their days, but you can't let the days, just affect a long time in life period. So,
Brendan, Coach Hart talked about, he said, when it was asked about you getting technicals in back-to-back games, he said, we want Brandon to play like that with that energy. Mm-hmm. Where's that line for you of it bringing energy like it did tonight and Saturday, but also not crossing it to where it's a detriment to your team?
Yeah, just doing me. It's not a certain thing that I do. I just feel like that's just part of me playing on the court, and that's the type of player I am. So.
How important is it for you tonight afterwards? Found your son immediately after he's back here with us tonight. But how important is that to have these big games and these big moments and him here with you?
Yeah, it's very important just because, I'm doing this for somebody else other than me now, and he's learning stuff now, know who I am on the court. So just a good feeling, just going to him after the game.
Mark Pope has really backed you this whole season. What did he say to you post-game about tonight's performance?
Yeah, just super proud of me. He always, try to keep my head high, talk to me about it, but just super proud, and just continue playing like that is what he told me. So.
What do you feel like you're doing on the court right now to get this kind of performance that maybe you weren't doing earlier in the season?
Yeah, just, I don't know, just get to my spots, making things a little easier, confidence point, and just doing me, leaning on my teammates and coaches.
Brandon, the offense looks 100 times better now than it did in December. What do you think has allowed that to happen?
Everybody staying with it, we had our times and stuff, but, just practicing over and over, a lot of meetings with your position coaches and stuff, and just trying to get it right, and I feel like everybody was on board to get the offense right, and it's finally clicking, so I feel like we just got to keep it rolling from here.
Brandon, one of your teammates in the front court, Andreas, seems to really be finding his stride as well. He knocked down some threes tonight. What is he continuing to offer you guys?
He's a stress for his outside, game. Coach challenged him to be more physical, and ever since that Arkansas game, he threw the first hit out there, and I feel like he's taking pride in that. Coach got on to him, but it's a good thing. He's bringing more physicality, starting the game off like that. So when we come in, we know where we on that game. So.
Brandon, the last time you scored this many points, it was against Mark Pope when you were a freshman playing against BYU. Do you remember much about that game?
Oh, yeah, I do. I do a little bit. I was just out there, playing my game, doing what I do, and I just happened to have a good game, versus him and stuff. And we still crack jokes about it, here and there, just because it was against some of the coaching staff that's over here now, and Coach Pope, obviously. But, yeah.
When you think about the player you were then, your freshman season, to the player you are now, where do you feel like you've seen yourself take the biggest strides?
Just being more of a leader, growing my overall game. Like I said, just getting to my spots, more confident. I just feel like I grew my game overall since my freshman year.
20 points, there's plenty of reasons to talk about your scoring, but you also had 11 rebounds tonight. The Oklahoma coach was really complimentary of what you did off the glass specifically. What was working for you in that one?
Yeah, just, crashing glass, just trying to get to the ball, not accepting blockouts and stuff. And when you do that, you get things like that.
Passed up a few shots tonight, too, dishing the ball out. It could have been an even bigger offensive game for you.
Yeah.
You seem to really enjoy setting up somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'm a great passing big, and I love making plays for my teammates. That's one of the things that get me going, I'll say. So just finding them, and getting into their pocket to where they can take good shots like tonight. Some of them fall, but, it's great looks. And, you know, it's going to open up once they do make those shots.
How bad did you want to finish the one on the break late in the game?
At the end of the game?
That one, I don't know, about 5 minutes to go.
Oh,
took
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Almost ended.
yeah. I know. I wanted that one back. You know, I should have made the layup. I was right there, but I got fouled. You know, and the ref came up to me and told me he missed that one. So it is what it is.
You enjoy playing against Oklahoma?
Yeah, for sure. Just because, you know, I'm from there and stuff. I got some boys on that squad, you know, just, you know, talking smack, you know, after the game. You got to make sure you play good so you can talk smack to them. So.
BG, we probably won't talk to you again before Tennessee comes to town on Saturday. Obviously, it's a team you've already seen this year. What do you expect from round 2?
Yeah, a physical game, you know, it's going to be a big-time game, you know, and I got to trust in my guys that we're ready for that because we already know, you know, they got a taste in their mouth, you know, from last game. You know, everybody know how the game ended, so just going in there, putting a bow on this game, you know, and starting on the prep on them. You know, I feel like we got dominated on the glass a little bit by their bigs, so coach challenged us right after the game. This one, he got on the bigs about it and told us, like, we're not going for that this game. So, you know, a couple days of prep, you know, and get ready for them.
And bringing out some new uniforms for that one.
Yes,
excited
yes.
for the denim? What can you tell us?
Yes, sir. We got a little sneak peek on it. You know, can't talk about it too much, but I feel like the fans go rock with it, you know, and it's a big special moment for Coach Pope especially. So, you know, we got to go out there and get that win for him.
Gonna get some denim for your son?
I'm going to try
Rock and roll
to.
jean jacket?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. I'm sure Coach Pope helped me get that done. So.
Thanks, Brandon. Good luck.
What about the way Ortega's playing right now?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like people not talking about him enough, but, you know, he comes to give us his best effort every game, staying consistent, you know, scoring, you know, he's our operator, so he gets us going. And I feel like it's just Ortega, you know, just staying consistent, you know, and getting his job done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, he's been great ever since he got on campus. We were lucky enough to see him for 3 months before the season even started. But I think just everybody is, as the season's gone on, we're growing. We're growing as a team, learning every game. And so I think Denzel's been brilliant.
With 9 threes in the first half, just what did you see as a team there as far as getting those shots, and hit some deep ones too?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were getting what we wanted. We were very effective on the pick and roll and hitting the short roll, and they bring like heavy bottoms to the short roll, and so we were able to spray it out a little bit. But also, they took that away. We were able to get a lot of snaps as well as in transition. We were getting threes, and so it felt like a lot of them were not easy, but it came naturally, and that's when we shoot it really well.
Does it feel better when they're earned? It sounds like you're saying
sure.
they were earned
For
like
sure.
that. Yeah,
For sure.
Does that?
Well, that was our game plan. We knew, obviously, we know how they guard as a defense, and so we knew how and when we were going to get shots, and thought we executed that great. Our guy BG was, I thought, brilliant in the short roll and making decisions today. So yeah.
How
much has your
that one you did to beat the shot clock? To me, about a 30-footer. Did you know that was in off your hand?
It felt good. I don't know. I kind of let my hands down. I didn't really hold my fall through. It felt good.
I was going to say, how much has your confidence developed in your three-point shooting over the season and just in your time at Kentucky?
Yeah, a lot. I think, like at the start, I missed my first three threes, and I know my confidence is good when I'm hunting another one, and so that's how I felt. It was just I was due for another one, and so yeah. That's how.
You mentioned BG. When he comes out and plays with kind of that fire, that edge that he has, what does that do for this group?
That's what we need. That needs to be. I think we searched for an identity, and what we've learned is the toughest team wins. The team is going to play the toughest, and BG is tough. So we need him.
Do you need to pretend like every team is Oklahoma for him?
I know. Yes, but he's also. I mean, he's tough. Last game he was great as well. He's got it going right now.
How much does it open up your offense when Ortega always consistently scoring in the double figures?
Yeah, well, I think it opens up a lot for all of us, but also him. I was just saying his jump shot has been great lately, which is everybody knows he's a downhill driver. Like, that's the hard thing about him is you can come in and scout him and say he's gonna drive at you. And you can't do anything about it especially when he's hitting jump shots, and so that's opened up a lot for us and also for his game.
Was he licking his chops before playing Oklahoma tonight?
Probably. I mean, I don't know what it's like to play a former team in college like this, but I mean, I know it's personal. But every game is personal. Last game was personal. The game before that was personal, and so yeah.
Next game's going to be personal. For
Next
Tennessee.
game's personal. Yes.
What
for
do you
sure.
expect from round 2 with those guys?
For sure. I mean, I feel like we played Tennessee a lot. We played them a lot last year, and we're playing them again this year. And we know who they are. Obviously, we've played them. Is this our first team we played twice? Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be fun. But we know what we have to do, and so again, it's going to come down to execution. And they're a great team. Obviously, they got us down early last time, and so. We can't let that happen again, and we're going to be ready.
You talked with us this week about team confidence and how you all had to build that, earn that. What did you build and earn tonight by winning this way?
I think the thing that I'm proudest of with us is it can be very easy to look at the standings in the SEC, look how their last few games have gone, and they haven't won very many games yet, and come in and kind of come in lackadaisical and I'm not ready to play, but I feel like we came out and played really well from the jump and really through the whole game. So I was proud of that, and I think that again builds confidence. That's what great teams do is any given night come out and play really hard. So.
Along that same vein, Coach Hart just told us that as a former player, he was aware going into this game the potential it had to be a trap game. Is that something you were aware of as well, and that you're proud of the way the team responded, not letting it be that?
Sorry, say it again. What kind of game?
A trap game. Coach Hart said he was.
What does that mean?
When you got a big game coming up and a big game before, it's easy to overlook this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's real. That's a real thing, and I think we did great with that. We did great. We came out ready to go and executed what we needed to do. So yeah.
Collin, have you ever played in Denham before?
I've never played in Denham. I think there's probably very few people that have, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for BBN. I know it means a lot. There's a lot of nostalgia to it, especially for Coach as well, and so I'm excited.
Did he show you old highlights of him playing in Denham?
I've seen them circulating the internet, and so yeah. Pretty cool.
What did it feel like to have a double-digit lead at halftime against a high-major opponent today?
It feels good. It definitely feels good. And I think we play well. When we get a lead, I think we play really well. And we play really well with a lead. And so I think it was really important for us to get that before half, and because we can go and game plan and make adjustments. And I thought we did really well at that. And we came out firing again at the start of the second half. And never really looked back from there. And so it's great for us.
Collin, as a fellow player, how impressive to you is it knowing that Bottega only not scored 10 points in 3 games?
Sorry, say it one more time.
Just how impressive is it to you as like a fellow player knowing that Bottega only not scored 10 points 3 times the entire time of the game?
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. I think that's the best part about his game is how consistent he is every night. You know what you're going to get out of him. And yeah, it's a rarity for him to not get his, and I think that's the heart of a good team is having somebody that you can lean on like that, and so we're blessed to play with him.
What have you seen from Andres, especially his confidence level?
Yeah.
Maybe even just from when he got here late. I think people forget too.
For sure, late, and also coming in and having to play against Mo every day at practice is a little bit demoralizing, I think, with how physical he is. I think talking to him, that was a big thing for him was the physicality levels, and that takes. It was the same for me last year in coming a little bit different circumstances, but it just takes a little bit of time to get your feet under you, to get used to it, to get confident, and so we're at that point where ever since he stepped on campus, Coach has been yelling at him to shoot it every time he gets the ball because he wouldn't shoot it. And now that's, I think, where we're at is no one has to say anything to him. He's shooting the ball, and he's been shooting it great.
Have you kind of been in his ear, or were you in his ear when he first got here about, because like you said, I mean, you went through something, very different circumstances, but a similar kind of ramp up, build up to college basketball?
For sure, and I don't think I'm alone in having experience in that. I think a lot of guys have dealt with it and are dealing with it. And so, yeah, just turning to each other, it's really important because I had guys last year that would help me in staying patient. And so, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I know this isn't something that the guards do, but Andrea was just talking to us about the boxing gloves and part of the routine that the bigs are doing.
Yeah.
I guess, what do you know about that, and have you noticed an impact from them ever since they've gone through that with Coach McLean?
I don't know. Ever since they've been doing that, they think they're really tough. They like to look down on us guards because we don't bring boxing gloves to practice, and so they've been shaming us a little bit for saying they're a lot tougher than us. But it's been nice because they've been hitting people, and it's been I think they've been great. The last 8 games, our bigs have been tremendous.
So are they telling Ortega to his face they're a lot tougher than him?
Probably. Yeah.
Who would win a boxing tournament between the 15 guys, 16 guys on this roster?
I have no idea. You'll have to ask someone else that.
Collin, how about the wall question? How many times have you seen that clip of it just like being Coach Pope just yelling your name?
Say it one more time.
How many times have you seen that clip where it's like Coach Pope just yelling your name? I think that's
The one.
BYU.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, when I was in high
How
school.
many times do you think you've seen that clip?
Yeah, it comes up. Like I'll go a while without seeing it, and then it'll pop up on my feed. Pretty funny. It's pretty funny that everybody's found that. I mean, I think it was just like an Instagram story, but everybody's got access to it.
They find